Hello. Man.
That's good.
What you guys say, man? You guys good?
Good, man. Good.
The beginning of four figures.
The beginning.
The beginning of all of it. Do you get? Forever. Talk to me. What you guys say, man? How do you do this? How we do it?
Today's been a long day, man.
Hey, first episode, bro.
First episode, man. 100.
Traveling across the city just to get here.
Trust me.
Obviously, we're in there now.
In
there.
Trust me.
Obviously, topic, what, 2020,
2021, yeah.
Obviously.
Just
Have to get an armrest for this convo.
There's a lot to get through.
everyone comfortable, yeah.
Man, I'm good.
Would you say, like, 2020, from a corona, obviously, reflecting, would you say it was a bad year, good year, or...
Me personally, firstly, I would say that 2020, obviously, Corona put a block to a lot of things, innit? So, like, it came early as well, March. Like, that's basically the beginning of 2020.
Yeah.
And I think it was just after excitement because we just finished Narrows. Just finished Narrows.
The memories was just the other day, literally.
Bro, like, man was tapping thinking, fam, there was like a couple thousand people in there.
Word, and just
Nah,
enjoying.
I can't even sit next to my man, fam.
Get it?
No social distance. Trust me.
But yeah, so obviously we just finished your enjoyment, just finished Naira's, then March hits and it's raps, bro.
But the thing is, like, even when it came in March, no one was deep in it. Do you get? Everyone was just sat in minor and that.
I was telling
Because-
people, no, we're not going to lockdown. They're chatting rubbish.
Word, bro, it was a myth, but we've never seen it before.
Saying it
innit?
was 3 weeks and then it'll be done.
Because even during season, they told us to bump elbows, innit? No more shaking hand and that. So I'm just thinking, let this wear off. Let this little minor thing wear off. Time will come, innit? But telling me everything went, everyone just shut down on that.
Nah, for real, fam.
It was like Boris was just moving a bit wild with the whole, like,
There was a lot
saying
going
people
on
should
still.
just be ready to lose people around them. And that. There was no game plan to it.
Jobs were gonna go, you would never get your job back. I remember hearing braces of things like
Like, there was a point where outside just seemed scary. Like, it wasn't even adapting to go outside and that.
Campus was dry, bro.
Like, if you saw someone outside, you're thinking, oh, you're dead.
Yo, praise still. But at the same time, obviously, regard that Corona did its part, but I think it obviously opened eyes as well. Do you get? Because I feel like we started to appreciate a lot more all of these protests, all of these like just things that were underlined in it, and just appreciating amongst your loved ones. You know what I'm saying? Spending time with them, even though it closed a lot, it blocked a lot, it opened a lot. You know.
I was even saying as well, like, everyone was praying for the day we could just be at home. You got that? You get it? Like, everyone hated going to school. There was no more school. Like, it was just about what are you gonna do that time now, literally.
Because there's a lot of, the ones that just, when you're just so focused on the drive just to do work, it's just there, direction, not even slowing down, like, all of that just stopped, do you get it? And so things that we always pray for, I don't even can't be asked to work, I can't be asked, the world stopped, the world went on pause, the world went on pause, innit? So,
everybody relied on the news for what we're gonna do next. You get, and it wasn't just our parents, bro. It was everybody.
As in 7 p.m., the same Boris Johnson's talking, everyone's running to the living room.
Yeah, man who have never watched the news are there, bro.
Tuesday, you just knew it's Tuesday because like,
No, for real.
Tuesday.
It was Thursday. Like.
Thursdays, isn't it?
Thursday, And I got a question for the man then. Obviously, like you said, we had time to ourselves. Do you think, looking back now, you used that time wisely, like, or do you think you could have done more?
Personally, I feel like I utilised it still. I feel like this was the only time I just focused on my rebrand of my clothing line and like I actually could sit down and just
Let them know.
research. You get? Oh yeah. But no, literally though, like from when we went into lockdown, I had nothing really else to do. Like, I would just either play FIFA or actually focus on something. Then that time period was just about researching and just focusing on what I really wanted to do. Then it wasn't until August that I actually just put stuff into. But yeah, that's me personally.
Wow, that's a good standpoint. Obviously, a lot of it was with the Mandem 1am gang, shout 1am. But I think that's when I started getting to like a side hustle mentality. Like, what can I do now? Do you get? Or I think I was chatting to DK. DK. Yeah, I was chatting to DK, and he's got bare different side hustles in it. And this inspired me, like, cool, let me try to do something. So started to literally, bro. So I was like to SA, cool. Let me try to do this graphic design thing. I like art. I like design. It's a sick concept. Let me try to do that. Obviously, I think that's the one I'm focusing on now. But obviously, even music or anything that it just opened me to have a side hustle and chase it. Yeah. You see?
For me, I would say like looking back, I could have done a lot more. In terms of where I'm at now, the stuff I'm doing now, I feel like I could have started back then. Do you get? Obviously, I had some stuff going on at the time, so it was like couldn't really prioritize maybe like a side hustle. But at the same time, I feel like if I started the stuff I'm doing now, where I'd be, I feel like I'd be in a good position. But obviously, you trust the process. It was still a learning curve. Learned a lot about myself during that time.
Yeah.
Had to G-check myself on a couple of things. For real, like, had to. Obviously, the man them held me down during them periods, but nah, I feel like I didn't utilise the time properly on a hustling side, but on a personal development, I feel like that was probably the best year for me. Like, learning a lot of lessons.
I think even my private Insta, I think I even made a post. I was just ranting, just saying like, as bad as 2020 seems, like, fam, like, do you get it?
Exactly,
Like,
yeah. No,
For us that are lucky enough to make it through.
yeah,
literally,
100%,
like,
100%.
even the fact we made it, bro, this is a virus running helter skelter outside, fam. Like, we made it, do you get it? But going really far.
I feel like 2020 was a year that I didn't know I needed, but needed. Do you know what I mean? It was so essential because obviously February time, obviously.
There's a bit of emotions in here still. It's not just what.
2020 was obviously something where I kind of found myself. Do you get what I mean? I kind of, even though I've obviously been seen as a confident guy, I am confident, I like to say anyways. There was just more out of me, do you know what I mean? Because I felt like I was more comfortable in my own skin. But that was obviously things that was happening. Like obviously you had the protest, you had the lives, you had the networking, do you know what I mean? I kind of just I think that was the most disciplined, even though there was nothing to do, I think that was the most disciplined car. The football was always there, do you get what I'm saying? I didn't stop. I knew that I saw an opportunity where not many people I thought like would have seen it as well, because I just took this time from March to August just to be the best version of myself in all aspects as well. So even with the lives in it, like there were some lives I actually organised with some guys I'm connected with in it. But even just like understanding my viewers, because I can go on live now and just talk my rubbish, but then the views are up. The views are up. The people want to hear it. But if I'm just here talking sense, it's like the views aren't really there. Do you get what I mean? So it's kind of like, obviously it goes from like law of attraction, what you give out, you get back. But just kind of understanding it all, because this is things I do want to go in the future. So no, 100%. I feel like it was a year that I needed still.
No, but even so, though, I feel like that's more of a not even like the platform you're using, because you see how you done it on Clubhouse and there was numbers. I just feel like people just went on Instagram just to be on Instagram rather than when it was Clubhouse, you see the title, and if you enter, you actually want to listen to that.
Bro, it was even house party in the beginning, bro.
There was even house party.
You've gone through it still.
No, for real.
Yeah, every month there was a new
Something different, because people just bored out here, man. Do you know what I mean?
Literally.
But how do you feel like you're going to use whatever happened in 2020 to kind of take it into 2021?
Do you know what it is? I feel like, obviously, firstly, I feel like we're all here today because of 2020. I feel like we started this. I remember, me personally, I remember I did a live in it. I did a one live. I did one with SA as well. It was jokes. Then I think we started talking bears on all of us in it on the phone. So then that's how we used that 2020. Because I don't think that would have happened without a lockdown. Like, life moves fast. Like 24 hours isn't enough time no more. 1 week isn't enough time no more. For me personally, I feel like I need more time. But being at home, chilling, and then having you, man, it was like cool. We managed to say something, do something, and now we're doing it.
Yeah, exactly. Now it's here still.
No, for real.
For F, trust me.
Because I think even the other day, people were asking me like why or how. I was just saying I don't know, but we just talk. Like, all we do is talk on the phone, innit? Like, even I think when we did it after the Clubhouse, I was like, no, we have to do this pod because we left the Clubhouse to go on FaceTime to be just talking about what's your views on it. Like, even when I was listening to it with Kenzo in my room, like, fam, we stopped listening, we just started talking. I was like, yeah. But nah, I think it's smooth still, and I feel like we're just thought it, like, not even like say we're the smartest kids ever, but we've all got something tangible to say. You get, like, when we talk, we're not just talking rubbish, like, and I feel like it's it's just smooth.
But the thing is, we can do both though. That's the thing. We can do the whole no sense. Just
No word, you have to have best of both worlds.
no license. Straight no license.
No license,
No
bro.
license.
Trust me, no license, bro. Trust me. It's only
But then at the same time, we can do sense.
Yeah, when we can fix that, we can fix that.
But I feel like 2020 was spontaneous.
Yeah,
It was. There was no plan to it.
Yeah, there
I don't
wasn't.
think I planned anything in 2020. Even no license in itself wasn't.
Yeah,
planned.
it wasn't
That
even
was so
planned, bro.
last
It
minute,
wasn't
bro.
planned, bro.
Fam, I came down in a vest and hoodie, bro.
Actually did though. No bet, man.
No, well,
Nah, we had fun still. Like
Yeah,
we
we
made
did.
something out of nothing.
Nah,
Literally,
exactly.
like, it was like when you're a little kid and you're just giving Play-Doh and they just say,
You just do what you gotta do.
"Do your
for
thing in
real.
it. Whatever you
Just
create,
use
you
the
create."
time on it.
Literally.
But I feel like with 2020, because obviously there were a lot of things that we couldn't do. It's more like now taking it in, but understanding now we're trying to deliver. Do you know what I mean? So you thought about what you got to do, you have your ideas, but now it's just take
Yeah,
it into action.
just implementing.
And I feel like that's what it's about, to be fair. And with 2020, it was more. Everyone was coming out with, there was sprinkle cakes. There was just a lot of side hustles that you were talking about. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like not everyone's trying to just put it on and trying to make it into something. You know what I mean? And again, just understanding what you actually really love and what you don't.
yeah.
It's alright. I think it was like that's your only time to dabble into something without it having an effect on you.
Exactly.
So like, even if it was sprinkle cake for 2 weeks, at least you
No,
done it.
word,
Like,
exactly. You
I don't wanna
understood
do
what the
bacon
pattern is.
thing,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Then next week you're cooking rice and chicken. Is like your fandom. Yeah, literally.
Exactly.
Fandom was
You
for
understood how to
literally.
use your platform and again just almost run a business. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
For as long as you
You
held it
feel
down
that,
for.
yeah,
So
literally, man.
yeah, it's
It's
the
good,
year
bro.
of the side hustles, the year just trying to find yourself. But again, we're here today because of the people you're loving it. I mean,
Nah, for real.
because if it wasn't for these conversations that we're having over the phone,
Bro.
some of these guys wouldn't be here.
It was getting tough though. Your lockdown was not easy.
Nah, it's not. Did you lot ever have like just like how all of us were saying it was productive, it was good? Was there anyone like you had a time where it was just like I can't do it no more, man?
I feel like I ran out of fuel, but when it was time to have fuel, does that make sense? So I had all the fuel. I was running on like, momentum, like during quarantine. But season came November, I was crashed.
Yeah,
That's when I ran out of fuel. I was like, bro, I can't do this. Do you get it? Like, I'm actually tired. You feel me? Because I was just running.
So
on
is
a-
it tired as in like your stamina tired or like you're just tired of
no,
the whole
I
situation?
meant, like, I was mentally fatigued, innit? Because it's like, I think they even shut it because obviously in London here they shut the gyms down again. I said, bro, I can't do this again. I'm alive. November I was at home. Like, I was like, when I say I was at home, obviously you're going out, you're doing your little stuff in it, but mentally I was like, I'm chilling. I can't go do the extras and that. So it was, ever since then I've just been building it up, and now like towards the end of January we're getting the flow back. You know what I mean?
But no, I feel like exam season. That was a time. When was that? Like April.
Oh, like from early lockdown.
Yeah. From first lockdown, I feel like them early mornings, like them time limits. I feel like I was just every day was new exam, new something. Had to keep up. I was out of it. I'm not a morning person, so them mornings were doing me.
For those listening, me, morning person, impossible.
No, Ruth is the only
I
morning
think I'm
actual
the
morning
only
person.
Morning one, for real.
Like I couldn't naturally like even my year, like I could wake up at let's say I wake up at 10 a.m. magically.
10 a.m.
Bro. What? I wake up at 10 a.m. I look at the clock, I'm like, Samuel, man, don't do that, man. Go back to bed, bro.
10 a.m. Like, that's
What?
crazy. I'm seeing 10 a.m. Guerin. I've missed my schedule. Still crazy.
That's probably my
That's
third
good.
hour of sleep. That's probably my third hour of no cap.
Or like 10 a.m. is like I could do a couple more hours of still have a productive day.
Yeah.
Like, it's peak though, because it could get to a point where like, let's say I wake up before 1 p.m. I'm like, yeah, the day is good. It's a good day. Whereas if you also wake up at 1 p.m., you're thinking, oh no,
No,
this
I've
is
actually wasted no back
silly,
telling
fam.
you, but again, different schedules, isn't
And
it?
I heard that
Trust
still
me.
is that anything else?
Nah.
Other than that, it was good, yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, I think so.
I think, like, uni first year before lockdown, I was going through a little stretch. So, I'll say, at that period when lockdown came, it kind of came at a good time for me just to, like, take a step back, deep everything. Can't lie, I had to humble myself a bit because it was a tough stretch. But I think lockdown was good in terms of just learning. Like, you know, because when you spend a lot of time with yourself, you kind of just think, you kind of just learn who are you, like who's I or do you know what I'm trying to say? Man said but obviously, but obviously, like,
Girl.
I had to had to learn a lot about myself, deep where I'm at, where I want to be. Had the whole lockdown to kind of plan, like, what am I going to do?
How can I change my situation?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Change my situation. And obviously, like, there's a lot of pressure on, obviously, man, them, our age as well. So obviously, the pressure was kind of getting to me a lot.
Yeah.
But obviously, I had to, like I said, take a step back, plan. What's 2021 going to say? What's life going to say after lockdown? What's my plan for even 5, 10 years from now? Do you get? So obviously, like I said before, I wish I had started certain things I'm doing now back then because I'd be further ahead. But obviously, God's timing, learning, don't rush the process.
No, literally.
So how do you feel like you see the pressure you're talking about? How do you feel like you deal with that then?
I feel like at the time, it was getting to me. Because, you know, like the society we're in, it's like there's the expectations that society has.
Yeah.
There's the guys who already meet it and the guys who don't. Then in the guys who don't, there's the ones who know they don't meet it and they work on themselves, they bake off, which is where I'm at now. But there was a point where I was
Feeling pressured by people around you.
yeah, and it's like you're breaking your back to meet them expectations, and it's messing you up, and it's messing up your long-term plans. You get so lockdown made me deep. Hey, Ayo,
Take it
it's
easy.
all right. Just step back,
Take it easy.
bake off, take your time, plan yourself. You know what I'm trying to say? And
But do you ever like? So obviously, that's when you compare yourself to people in our same age, innit? But do you ever compare yourself to like someone older and thinking, cool, when they were this age, they were doing this, so I must at least be doing something that's close to it. Do you get?
yeah, a few people actually like. 'Cause obviously, we all listen to podcasts. A couple podcasts, people that I kind of take inspiration from, like Free Shots. There's obviously Marv, Taser, Keith. I feel like, I think Taser was saying he was selling shirts when he was our age. Do you get? So to look where he's at now, and obviously I don't really know the age too tough, but it just shows me that this life is a marathon. Do you get it?
Yeah,
It's
of
like you
course.
don't have to rush, you don't have to sprint straight away. Take your time, and yeah, it just makes it seem like that lifestyle is achievable for someone like me. Do you get?
So anyone can get it, innit?
But yeah, before I was just trying to rush it, trying to make it look like I'm there already, and that's just it's hurting you in the long term. Do you get?
It's hurting. It is hurting, but at the same time, I feel like I can't like without quarantine, I want to have deep it because you're baking off at home, and because at the time I wasn't even working at the time, so there was nothing coming in for me. I've got things in the closet that are expensive, like actually expensive, like actually expensive, and it's like. You're just checking the closet. Like you're looking at it, literally looking at it, like
You're thinking,
I
need to
spent
shop
this on this. I spent this on this. But how much is in the pocket? Like, but then it takes a man to obviously self-recognize, be like, okay, cool, like
Yeah, at least
self-value
you've clocked
anyways,
that,
and be
yeah,
like,
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
So ever since then, I said I can't
You
do
just
that
took
stuff
it
no
easy,
more
innit?
because it's like at the time it didn't seem like I was breaking back, but I
now
didn't
that
have
you need
anything
it,
to
yeah.
cover. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, but again, like you said, obviously Corona was spontaneous. No one knew it was gonna happen. But it was obviously what you learn, you come and take with you. I mean, there's no point of just it just skimming my mind. No.
Yeah.
You take this experience, you kind of move with it as well. So there are things where I can't even come and drag myself to go buy no more.
honestly.
Do you know what I mean? And just about money management and funding the war because
Yeah.
no, it's not even honestly like because it's like bro, like no, because honestly like
How much is your wardrobe worth?
okay, so let's just cool for example.
Break it down.
No, because I don't. Even the mad thing is, I don't wear that stuff no more, bro. I don't wear that stuff like.
Nah,
Because
I hear it
when
though,
I
yeah,
think
you said
about
it
what
still,
I,
yeah,
like I said,
yeah.
well, if I think about what I'm in every day, I was saying this. It's literally just my football trackie. Literally just my football trackie. Do you get what I'm saying? And it's, but then I can't lie. I did feel like I had to. I did like the clothes. It's not come deny. I did like the clothes, but if you look at it from a from a bird's eye view, when you come out of an event or whatever, the
wear it
attention
again.
on the guys that are.
them
Do you get
guys,
what I'm
yeah,
saying? So
yeah.
you kind of. I don't know. I'm not saying I was kind of. I valued that that social
Awareness.
approval and that, but it was more like. I wanted to be the
It's
guy.
an add-on, yeah.
I wanted to be the
yeah.
guy. I wanted to be the guy when you guys step out. Like
You just wanna
you're
look
looking
fresh,
at me,
clean,
bro.
like-
Do you know what I mean? So,
Like, you know you can do yours,
but
like,
no, you know what I mean? But obviously with age, you kind of. But I'm happy I'm out of it. I'm happy I'm out of it
Yeah,
already
no, it's
because
good
now I
though.
accept it. Like I'm actually far from, the person I'm trying to become financially. Anyways, do you know what I mean? So I'm just kind of like anything that comes in is more just back into me. Do you know what I mean? Because, man,
I
hunger.
remember spinning off that as well. I remember during Corona as well, like, there were so many trainer drops, bro.
Oh my days.
People actually on these trainer drops. No, let's not deny it. This is not. You guys know this was. Yeah, you guys know I've had this. Nothing. Yeah.
No, I can't even deny it. I was splashing in it.
No, it was SFE though, wasn't it?
No, mine was a bit of SCV, but my SCV went back into my clothing brand anyway. So
Yeah,
that
yeah,
one,
that
I
makes
didn't really
sense,
touch
though.
that, yeah. But when lockdown happened, from from March till maybe like, I don't know, like June, July, August, whatever, I was working, innit? So I'm banging shifts. There's money coming in. There's now like a bags in my account. Why are you sitting there, bro? Like, then the trainer dropped left and right. I'm like, alright, cool. Say no more in it. Like, let me grab them, and then it was just alright, cool. But I feel like just because I was just working aimlessly, I didn't really need to save up for nothing. Because the year before, was saving up for Afro Nation, I needed to work them shifts. Now it's just like, oh, like I'm just working to work, innit?
So mothers, nah.
No.
No, because when you said that, yeah, it set me off. It set me off. No, it's not even Afro Nation, bro. You man can do your Afro Nation tour. I didn't go Afro Nation, innit? I didn't go Afro Nation, so I can't. You get? But it was the fact when you said saving up for something. Like, I feel like I need to stop doing that. I only save up when I want to do something. Like, I don't save for that rainy day.
That's what I'm saying. Because even when Leaf was saying how in February and Naira's weren't thinking about Corona's not coming, nothing's gonna happen, and then all of a sudden like that, you get. That's why I feel like financially, as you said, it's just like it helps us prepare for like you never know what's gonna happen tomorrow. You get.
Again, like, obviously definitely been an eye opener. But obviously, like Guerin is saying as well. For me, I don't know. Like, I'm not. Hands up, I'm not a saver, innit? Like I don't like the money will come in, but I'm not gonna obviously the spending is obviously minimized, innit? But I feel like when I had the money, I'm clocking, because sometimes I even have the money now, but some of it's not even setting, like where's it gone? So I'm clocking, like, even though I'm still spending, it's not on like directly on clothes, innit? Because it would have been shown directly on
Just
clothes.
kind of swapped it for something else, basically.
Exactly,
Yeah,
but
like,
things
sure,
that kind of
yeah,
more
yeah,
essential
yeah,
and that, or if anything comes onto like the next content, do you get it? Like just thinking ahead as soon as it comes and it goes. Because I feel like now for me it's just kind of like building things, innit? Which then eventually will make money on its own. Do you know what I mean? So it could be anything like content, it could be even this. Do you get what I'm saying? Because we're doing this, you know, with purpose and aim. So.
That's another thing I learned during lockdown. Like, you see the whole money making thing, like, it doesn't have to be right now. You know how they say, like, society and our age group, everyone's looking for like instant gratification. I feel like even right now I'm doing certain things that aren't making me too much money right now, but in the long term, if I pattern it, it's like it can change my life. Do you get? Even my degree, like I look at my degree as my main hustle right now. Do you get? Because that's gonna, whatever grade I get, that affects my earning potential and what I can use the money for and all of that. Do you get what I'm trying to say? The side hustles that I'm working on as well, it's like, it doesn't have to be right now that I'm making money for it to be valuable to me. Do you get?
Sorry, bro, sorry. No, carry on, sorry.
No, I was just going to say, like, before, it would have just been this ain't making me money right now, so why am I doing it? Do you get? But
no, like obviously, like we've spoken about as well, I feel like, you know, it is glamorized, obviously, and the attention is on the people that obviously have the money today. But then I don't feel like you should then, obviously me learning from experiences as well, but there's no race in this thing. There's no race. Like, it's okay to be where you are now, but at the same time, like, I feel like that all comes from you being comfortable in your own skin. Because I feel like if it doesn't start within, you're just trying to press what's out. Do you know what I'm saying? So if you don't even press yourself, you're just going to try and press what's out.
Go back home, look in the mirror and think,
it's not even like that. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's one thing that has to just become accustomed, like, as society as well. Like, it's okay to be in the process. Do you know, I feel like all the attention is on those guys that are there, but don't rush yourself. You know what I mean? Like, we're talking about the aims and the purpose of this. It's more time to kind of relate to the guys that are our age or even year below, whatever it is, older than us. There's actually no rush in this game. You can come in.
If anything, it should be inspiring, bro. Say,
no, handle.
No, it should be inspiring to at least chase something. Not necessarily you have to chase it though, but like a lot of people seem to think, oh, if a younger's making more P's than me,
I need to step up my game.
I need to step up my game. I mean, it shouldn't be like, all of a sudden I should do it. Yeah, do it, but don't do it in spat.
Yeah, of course.
Like, don't do it in spat.
But then at the same time, I'm always thinking, like, you're basing chase like, for example, yeah, even if it is younger is making more money than you, it's not like you're broke.
Yeah.
So it's like why are you upset?
No,
Like,
what's
everyone's just got
triggering
money
you,
in it. Like, that's what it
yeah.
is. You get. I just feel like we just got to be patient.
But even
take
more
it
time,
easy.
then we're talking about what you're talking about the younger, for example, that has the money. What did he show to us that he had money? Do you get? Because it could literally just be through one shoe.
Yeah.
People
yeah.
think, oh, this guy's.
Bread,
He's got
It could be through one outfit.
That's
yeah.
true though, it's
Do you
true.
get what
No,
I'm
for
saying?
real.
So it's like,
Yeah,
how
yeah.
do we signify? Like, how do we
Oh,
analyze
that-
what
yeah,
money
how
is?
do-
Do you
That is
get
how
me?
we do it.
yeah,
though. That
yeah.
is how we do it. And I think we're what's even the right word to be used? Like, we're guilty of it. Like, we go to our motive and you go to your motive and you will see someone in Dior's
And we think by default you
No,
are
word.
going to grab it in it.
Quickly, yeah.
But to be fair though, I feel like that's the only way we can really do it, because we're not gonna ask them, let me see your bank account.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or let me see your online banking, screenshot it. How many comments have you got?
No,
It's
it's
just
crazy.
fam, if you're wearing it, then obviously you've got the money to
Yeah.
purchase that.
Yeah.
But then it's not always the case.
Yeah, it might not be
No,
the
it's
case,
the
it might
case,
not
trust
be
me.
refunds are active, whatever it is.
For real.
Trust
And it's
me.
like, people need to hear that you don't need all of that right now just to impress people. It's like,
It's all temporary, man.
yeah, exactly. All the designer, yeah, it's nice. I'll be real, I like it as well.
No,
You get,
100%,
but
man.
like, I have other stuff that I should be prioritizing, and for me to be spending money on that, and then in other places I'm struggling, it's like,
It makes no sense.
yeah, do you get?
Doesn't add up.
Yeah, where's your priorities at?
Exactly.
Where's your priorities at? Yeah.
And it's easy to say, oh, don't focus on that, but a lot of guys, they,
Yeah,
you
focus
know,
on that.
exactly, and society kind of makes it a thing where a guy's kind of valued on how much he's making
Yeah, and
or
how
how,
much he shows you.
yeah, his status, you get.
Yeah,
But,
status, or that's big store.
but right now, though, that's what my thing is. Like, it ain't really about right now.
Yeah.
Obviously, right now, you want to be good, you want to be making as much as possible, but you got to think long term. Do you get? It's not just about today, it's about tomorrow, it's about 10 years from now.
Yeah,
It's about when you got your own family, it's about the family you got now in your crib.
No,
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, you got to make sure that's all patterned before you look good to everyone else.
Yeah.
Things have to actually be good. Do you get?
No, 100%. As long as everything's good at home, then the rest can. Do you get what I'm
Come
saying?
afterwards, yeah,
But
literally.
then it's like, you know, even us, I don't know. But if someone, I don't know, with a high-end job, it could be anything. Let's talk about just an accountant anyway. An accountant comes up to you saying, I'm an accountant. But then you have two guys, so there's two guys, yeah? You have an accountant on one hand and you have a fraud guy or someone that does trapping on the other hand. Like, do you automatically assume that the guy that does the fraud and does the trapping has more money?
No. If you've told me you're an accountant, I know you make coin. But I know that eventually, in the long run, you're gonna make more money.
Because
do you get?
this is the question though, because it wasn't instant for anyone's answer. Do you get it? Because I feel like as a society, we actually all assume that the guy that makes the fraud does actually
Yeah.
has more money. Do you know
I
what I
feel
mean?
like the fraud and the trapping, trapping is not even quick money, but
Yeah.
I feel like fraud can be quick money in it. Accountant might be a bit more long term. Even if you just started out, that's what, like 25
Yeah.
minimum something.
No.
I know in 10 years you could be on 60, 70, 80.
Exactly,
You're,
now
you're
word up.
comfortable. Whereas the fraud guy is still looking at for 15 rows for squares and that. It's just like,
It's crazy.
But with what you're saying though, it's like the fraud guy is making peas every day, every week.
Yeah.
Obviously, yeah, the account's making peas, but he's only going to see that peas at the end of the
Once.
month.
The month, yeah.
Oh, yeah, do you get? But the fraud guy will see it every week. Different numbers, bro. Different numbers every day, every week. Do you get? Eventually, it could add up to the same at the end of
Yeah.
the month, but we just always assume, yeah, obviously, the fraud guy.
I just feel like the accountant has more stability.
Yeah.
Like
and
he knows he's getting that
yeah,
check.
yeah.
The fraud guy, if he's not sweating that Monday to Friday, he's not getting anything. Nah, literally, like if he's not chasing them squares, he's not making anything. He's it's long. If eventually one day everyone's got a block square, no one's got a spare square to give
Word
out,
though, word.
that's
for
that
real.
income finish. Man. What are you gonna do?
I thought some banks were gonna collapse after this COVID. I'll be real. They were talking about Monzo. And
I thought
everything.
Monzo was going to.
That's what I said. I thought Monzo was gonna be crazy.
Nah, a couple. What I said, N26 finished.
Yeah, I
They
haven't
said
heard of it still. I haven't
UK,
had people. I haven't
they're
heard
not
of it
Gareth
still. I'll be
stores. It's
real.
not even in the UK no more.
I've heard of it. I haven't heard of it.
Busy.
What the hotline?
But no, I was gonna say, an accountant. Well, accountants that I see, and then obviously I don't really know any fraudsters, but I assume that
Sorry.
I assume that the image they portray is kind of different. So the image of a fraudster, you might think, oh, you know, the fraudster starter kit,
Yeah, of
the
course.
pouch and the goose and the, yeah, do you get? You might look at him and think, oh, he's da-da-da-da.
Yo,
And the accountant, suit,
just humble with it.
do you get? Humble with it.
Humble
But
with it.
you also got to think about, as an accountant, like even my degree, like I'm learning certain things, like the financial literacy he probably has, the information he has, the stuff he's probably doing with the money he's making from work. Do you get? It's more long term. Do you get?
100%.
So, but the average kid growing up where we grew up isn't gonna know that kind of stuff. Isn't gonna know that. Yeah, my man's in a suit. He might think, oh, I ain't wearing a suit, but bro, this guy's probably got his work money. He's investing. He's doing this and that, and it's like it's two different lives, and
We don't see that at our tender
but you're
age,
only
yeah.
seeing it from a point of view of we're from here.
Yeah.
These man doing fraud are. Do you get? So exactly. So you look at that as that's the main example I'm trying to
more
follow.
time at our tender age, that's what we value. So like, even in our saying, like, someone that does work in 9 to 5, they might not be wearing the latest,
exactly,
but they
yeah.
make it more coin. But it's what we see in it. So like, even when you are younger, if you see someone wearing Gucci or someone wearing a suit, you're thinking that suit is from Marks and
Whatever,
Spencer, like,
trust me.
and you know the value of a Gucci pouch. you
Because
get
it seems so expensive in your
Nah,
mind.
literally.
Like,
But then you're thinking, you never know that Gucci, that suit might just be like, I don't even know, like handmade, and it's from Picasso if
everywhere,
it could be,
trust me.
bruv. And you're thinking, oh shit, that's coin, but
But do you know who I've always like who I've always looked up at? Yeah, and it's not like I even know these people, but when I was younger, yeah, I was always like, my dad was driving in it, and I'll see another guy driving a Ferrari, bro. But they're not a footballer, they're not a musician. I don't know who they are, but I want to be that person who's got the bread. I want to be who's got the Ferrari, but no one knows who I am. It's questionable. Like I always look at like Ronaldo, musicians. They have bread. They have bread. They're in there, bro. Like,
but everyone knows them. That's what I was saying the other day. I want to be rich and quiet, man.
yeah.
But I think with this pod, I don't think that's possible.
No.
We're trying to go international.
International. That's it.